ya da se ya communals commission wono na dia so mo nsa se na ya form agudie nyina da wo mo hwe no wo regulate enye ho adwuma ma ho nkrata na Ghana ene amano ne fo mo hu bibi etise ye o metimi atubie ne yeso enya biedie ye na chief executive officer minerals commission Dr. Tony Abiam ede atudwa wo kire se ene wanyere nte se ministry kire se ye ra amanawu amawu wo kire se obesi monten so na ne na otwemi ensa na ode ama omo galamsey suani wo kire se mfie aduonum wan hwe ne ejeja o msa yensu e benum nyina da ade enya papa betimi de ohaw abre ye nyina enu ti wo mo ba betie si o mo so na adwuma bone a wo mo yo no matumi atwe o mo ho afiri ho eno na minerals committee ka se wadwen ho waka eye de na so sadia ye de ne ma begu akwan mu de wo mo nyini se practicality ne betimi aye adwuma ye nya ne saa eni aban bia ba wo se metumu mepam mo meyimadi ma chi machine ma sizi we ma ye ne dai ba na si one time na sa be hwe nim na hwe sa hwe enti ye nka be fa kwan bi so ne adwene ho ne o mati nkonwa ye ho bibia anka be boa se mama mati so ya TV sort metum eno ne de ye mfa hwe ma
Okwanchefo panyina oda minerals commissioner no ewo man mu Dr. Tony Obin ekyeremu sene ye boni ebinumu ye ewa asase tremu mfudie ho no yanhwe ye ne de kosasa wono mu a wono ye small scale mining no a e de oha kase pa bebre oman wose wo mu se ebinum nam kwabone sutu asase tremu mfudie eye illegal mining die denso ye wono mu a wono won krata ma won kwan se wono mso ye won small scale mining ewo Ghana ha enti ne sie pese ye bra se ma me ye nye small scale mining no biewu a ene ye hwese wo mu kran krata no ebe hunu kwan ye de wonom ebefa so Dr. Tony Obin nsemu a wodi tudwei na oni ye nua ba gift and apia a wo joy news ene etutu nkomo a woda sa nsemu yi edi
the kind of people that you will not believe. You will find big people, big politicians, big religious people, people praying for others to go and do galamsey and make money and all that. But the most exciting thing for now is the mobilization of public opinion. I can see there is huge public opinion now against illegal mining. There were times when I have been in the system for quite some time, I understand. When we spoke about illegal mining, people would easily come and say, oh, but these are being done by poor people, they are aching out a living. I have seen some NGOs, and even sometimes the media also jumping quickly into the side of the illegal miners. But now things have come to a head because of its serious, devastating impact that we see. Now, in the next, between now and maybe 5 years, if we are not careful, we will have to import water to drink. And so seriously, now the public's opinion is in favor of an action to stop illegality. We should stop those who are doing the illegal mining. We should see illegal mining not as a regulatory thing. You cannot just use the military alone, but it is also the enforcement.
Energy Commission, Minerals Commission for Natural Madrid, young quay. Now, me do Christian Council. The Christopher Kabom Koya or more Eleboa no more air treaty near Ma. Now, one more General Secretary, and now what then some idea to that watch the same prendia. Idea near baby said and 3 year fire, nay Ghana, Yasunia by Reverend Dr. Kwabena Opuni from Power. Watch us, Dr. Puni or 75,000 gallons this year, and any other normal for Kuroba Koso. Now, one is a walking and said, any person buying Bidia, the Adiasa society. Na global wine to near Kakabo Sufita and Taya, a war crofo, one mamma, so near a Sebi boyable, Yanka Ghana Nipa, Ghana Niba, what you in Yaho, and Ne Ghana Niba or to body go baby, I want who will be Abuano, what to a Dana to baby, I want many who say Bacco will be Fernando. Here, bet me a hard dream, will be a quadrite to me, I idea from a woo, will be a Catan separate can dream. So I on an mahunti, I can yet the air and pay my mother by a taffy. I had it, ye was saying they were marked to a more woman, become more no matter. Nantity, yes, Safata, yes, and quite Chicofano. You bet me I was so for so, yeah, more before my life.
Church for opinion of that Christian Council Ghana, no, Reverend Dr. Kabno Punifrimpon, at the Atu Ghana for him say, see a Pessi, Nan Satchare, or in a sitting him near Hunum Puntu, any Geomudia, any he has a Ghana for in Nara, yes, a sign in Subai. Reverend Punifrimpon Chimua said the Ghana phobi dasuma boniedi, as he can bring TSA and Sassini and Suni and Quayeno. Nina no say and say in Subaya, a buying beer or beba, between a more beer to San Crano, and idea of mine, a bit to me a yeda, but in semi to Jabra, no ni gifty and appear. ɛtwetwe nkɔmmɔ.
We find mercury, cyanide in our water bodies. Somebody is making huge money because you are into gold extraction, but at what cost? You know, and this galamsey business, you have real party financiers and chiefs and big people behind it. Something must change, but it must start from the mind. You don't need IMF, you don't need World Bank. We need a political will that we can continue in this way. And that's why we are pleading that this attitudinal change must take place in homes, in schools, like the president said, everywhere. But we need a political will. Our leaders must give leadership. But we pray and hope, like the president said, and he is calling for attitudinal change, that he will identify to not just be a platform, excellent speech like this, but you pull all of us together. Our prayer is by the time you be leaving office as our president, brim must be drinkable.
But the people who also engage in this practice are paying huge tithes in the church.
So now that is why we must pull the pieces together. We expect that our pastors will raise their voice on such matters. We don't have power to enforce laws in this country. So we can be institution of conscience and draw attention.
Enochi no wadi mani ni nuanom agidifo wonom sori a wokɔ asɔre ekɔbɔ mpaye nanso ofiri hɔ ba na wo san bɛyɛ niema ensem fata ne sɛ wonom nyai esiane sɛ yansesa yɛn suban a ne yɛ nyinaa no ɛyɛ kwa.
We don't have counseling clinics, and therefore the churches have come to serve and fill that gap. And so emotional needs, people who are struggling with depression and all that, it's like the place to go is these churches where music, encouragement, words of hesitation and prayer. And so they come back a bit relieved. We are human beings. We are not only spiritual.
So for pregnant galamsey for no to collection until ya mu preach ya mum say galamsey no say da mmoa. Mama fa nko parliament ye na ye radio gate committee o mote ye no da no. Na appointment committee won sensem we ase na ye reja ko na ye soafo Ministry of Energy wo mo kire se 3000 wo de ko ye ma ye ro se wusu de ma ye ra muntaka no so cheche ye mama knowledge fo ene ye ohwem mahama yalega wo disike no mo kan se ya de a ye tua 3000 wo ti dipa no wo de ko ye no kura na ye na bufuro se akwa na no ya wanhwe akote to ne musom de menye ya no ho nsem aye nsem de ja wo ne yoku de to abla kwa wo nyina da ko kan wo nsem ne nei committee na report no epia bonten 50 page back 3000 you any 50 page no near 1 billion dia anka near 500 page ya eno ho nsem nya asem keto ayera chairman sabonsu minority leader wa tirem kwaya mefa so a mbetimi a pensem same.
So man for beka ya ebra appointment committee frase se wono di wondwuma fa wona ya pa wono so ma ya soafo ho no etodwa se onipa ba ko ani di ni owura boachi ejakon eyade a ya bo no sobo se wode ademudie sika akoma wona no no committee ni so bia ebeda ne nsem pii ewo omayimu enam yesu nti mrahye badwem kasamafo ehye se wono pawo ginetukuo bi enipa baanum ene wo mu a wono eye hwehwemu dia fa saa asemi ho na se ginetukuo no na ye onimonyamfo jogate wono no emra hye badwini di ma manfo wono mu wasikado abato mpesua so atoy mantemu ene wo yedwentinani na bra aginetukuo no etena ase ewie ye no de dodo no ani da ne sensunsuanso no beba na ganafo hunu se ademudie sika no ye no kre se wono mu giye ana se wono anje enkra beka Adom Kasee nsa ne se omra hye badwefie no odwentinani onimonyamfo jogate akurukra mo nkrata wono aye nhwemu owi a ewo mu kratafan aduonum 50 pages no akwakoma empanyinifo se wono ndi hu obobo ewo hwehwemu no nsinsanso a ebaye no wosansem yi hu no Adom Kasee tweben opanyini a woda kukasia no omra hye badwefie onimonyamfo se echie mensa bonsu ene ne twetwe nkomo.
Have made a document. I'm advised by the chairman of the committee that is a voluminous document, and that the pages run to close to 50 pages. And if that is so, we don't want to rush members. So it's been late, it's going to be distributed. Members will have the day to peruse the document, and when we meet tomorrow, we'll discuss it in detail. Right? So that is the appeal that I made to members. I don't want us to hurry through, and people will begin to say that, oh, such a huge document. we do not even afford members the opportunity to go through documents. So that is what is intended to be done. It will be distributed, and members will have the opportunity to peruse.
Dano photo sam for a Minister of Finance, the budget Kotuda, our parliament here, in United States 2017, quite a better, so a better papa, Yisikemo, near Dima Homkaba, and nay, the Private Enterprise Foundation. One more abobo, our budget, no one, Yeral and Koyotra maintain 1 day or so far. Or hey, did the same so could be. Now, what the Aquatu and him say, one day, one factory, and Uncle when you're 73 and rather and you. Here. Kwaku any and she said, no, Kwama Ghana for you, Adium who can be no more Adium who would near private set, Munambayo, now my friend, you man, Ebia, near one, no more quite to her. Now, Mamma, who would have said to me, yea, no, what I said, quite no, so dear, no, my battle, dear, he has a private set, our bar. One day, one factory, said near Nipati, we cry, I bet me, I know, bet me, a monk of Fabo, Moira, a factory, Nibia, to seem come on, let's see a queen, yeah.
Oman so for hwe ndwedi hu nsem so no munyamfo Alan Chamantin e de atudwa sa hyehyede a da abanye ni so de beboa ama nkwankwa dwumedie akonkan no eyade a wonu ba behye mukina wose nam Yesu nti dwumedie a wona Attitudinal one district one factory no obegyae e de ama ankwankwa nnwuma mo ne frase na aboa e ma ankwankwa nnwuma nso ne nyinaso e wo man mu munyamfo Alan Chamantin nsem etudwa wobra no okasa o dwumedie bi a Ankwankwan Numa a private enterprise foundation for a year no de kasa fa yen budget ya de tudwa no ho said ye be ya wona wono no ankasa enuma no obetumi enya arehiem
ye pese ankwankwan nyina titru womo ama ye business womo dwuma womo ye pese aban eso masne na oboa womo said ye be ya district bia no ye betimi enya adwuma baako a factory adwuma ba ko edimu pa a ebetimi apeja sabio adwuma ye wo sa district no eno nti enye aban ana sabio kwakoye factory wo ho na emom ye pese yenya businessman ana businesswoman dia aban betimi a support no na ono no akoye factory bi se de tie bia no enya aban ena ebetimi arani factory no yeah, pese private sector no bono no edikan na yehu se o me pese me ye factory o me ha sei na aban esoso bo bia ohia no a be masa factory na edi mu no na yeso de aman
uru Alan Chamantin ko so kiremu ekwan a wono befa so a obema ankonkon nyuma no ahye one district one factory no ase e wo man
one district one factory initiative there adwuma no ese adwuma sebie so kakra said the beya ebetimi apeja district no development enunti ni e ka say investment sika ebekọ into sa project now person ye no say between $1 million
sa what is can $1 million to $5 million no mo ka ho asem o enya me no say ra ye sika ketwe ni ye de district one factory there be $1 million to $5 million Victoria Hamad ni bi enu ne kura wa obetimi aye factory ya twa kase eno so kai said na ya brefo to say fia ama kwata makro wo Instagram no me so mo Instagram ni bi ya obetimi akwa follow me ya follow me wo Instagram na ye ntumi ntwi spede de e ho na ya brefo Facebook chale follow me ho ba me fa kwa transport ministry na wo ena waswafo yeru akwaku ofori esiama papa de seba to just na egorofo se de omo etete okroma ho 37 udu anaka gorofo na etete wo bane yahye so nyina da gorobo esi ade aboso ya omo edi dwa Ghana ne borders womo ema kwanye kura ema womo ho hare womo enei womo ye program edikan kura ye lunch borderless alliance Ghana forum ne koso so for the atudwa says si ade abani me abere any reforms regulation bi ebebe bia no wo mehwe de omo sai hyaso na gologolo no ayekoso no wo matumi ayi ni nyina firi na abo amadwede atumi akoso ye is excellence ze ne abre economy na ese koyi nti yeinum na nam so ebetumi abo anti wo mo behwe aye ho adwuma
Osofo hwe na kwantimpo ho nsem so odmunyamfo kokoko foriesia ma e de atudwa se neni abre papa se wono mo awaye won hu goro boys a osori a wakobo won ho dompem e we na hye so meche import no wono mo ba bedi se ne mrase opanyini se aya na e ya se wudu ye na hye so a yen checkpoint ni na no omanfo bia ye won ho adantemu fo obo won ho samra ne goro boys a adwuma e se wona wo ye adwuma ankasa eye no saafo no ene rewre sumu ase a wonom eye wose nam ne eboni sunti ama adwuma pa anka ese koso e wo ho na mfaso de ba oman semu no ne nyina oman Ghana e hwere sa sika no.
In spite of this effort of making trade among countries flow unhindered, there are still challenges with the free flow of trade on these countries. There are incidents of unapproved checkpoints on the corridors with accompanying harassment, the proliferation of Goro boys. We need to deal with the issue of the Goro boys as it is hindering trade in the West African sub-region, particularly in Ghana. And on this occasion, the Goro boys at the various borders who are extorting money from unsuspecting traders and the issue of implementation of national regulation on sister countries without adequate and necessary consultation with affected countries. A clear example of this national regulation is the introduction of Bondijan introduced by the authorities in Burkina Faso that has seriously disrupted the free flow of trade on these corridors.
Honorable, who said that Nisa a yes speech in a crowd on how to say yes. Wanya wadi I want to fellow so. Me no kwa santimante o mo MPP fi o wate o mo adwa papa here communicators no. Wo mo so wo mo phone si du ni num na nya kwa wu. No wo mo ya kwa so nyina da ene ni nyina no ya de a no wo mo de pe bibi e de awuo padwuma yo bobo one time. Uye ya wa mo adwuma ni bi anyo employment wo mo de deputy ni bi enye. Here ene anya ye kura security adwuma abai. Mo fo mo nkwohye mo saa. Ene o mo so sini ene afiti na kwa ni ade nyina radio TV wo mo fresh no more serious quality o wo mo no ma ya aka say pain ya o mo man wo mo abante ba ko no wo kasa wo kire say ja ko kura kai ya wo yusu yo no a na ko pesi kan no kura de tika nsopo wo tua mu 42,420 million akwa we pa ya wo so wo de kwa we ya ja ko kura say ja no kura ntrotum na abrante no kire say wo de David wo se oni laba famfo na di nkoma wo kire say nya de o meko bi mo medwa
NPP amanyuko no mba wono kasama wono mu asantemmante mu se enema bebre koso party no mu a enya de ono betena ase aye ahwekan wonom se edu se ye che dibre ede ama ekuoma no kamea ye se wona fefo no bebre a wono ye dede radio so ne TV so kasa ye ma party no nya Adom enam so ntin kunimdie ye wono de ano yeyi wono mu asinchen enam so nti efri sa bre nya de ono bekokasa fidie so akokasa bio onipa woda communications for no ano asantemmantemu owura Prince Milonu ene lave femfo nkita hodie mu ono wose ne akoso no ayade ha wono mu adwene ne behia se wono mu nso ebetu won hofo
me ene untumi na so mensa ade me ma tepa then candidate naf no opre sa Prince minim se tule no beti ba city no minim se obeti ba ma na wini promise kona ko eduma ma na wini promise ma me and some untumi ka tu mi trim sa Prince mo boa me so sidi a me so boa mo aso sidi no anu na ma me yes a bodam sam ne ma ni nyina anu na ma me yes a bodam sam nyina ana me yere ja me ukọ kan busa mintim to school fees wo friend na pa no aka kire say ye ba aban mu no den ye nya wo ba be frefre in any case we ye adwuma ma me text message so asamo de camera beto so na post ne ma me na mu wi na aka kire say asante we mama ministers bebre ministers na ye ni mo fie ni wo contact number a wo mo office wo kwa mo ma wo mo na anu no asa no pese mo ka
enu eche no ore isi buati akwa asantemmantemu a waka founding members who NPP ateto sere wonum se wonya bote no ma na kufu ado bre
NPP communicators alone, not me as a founding member of the party alone, but every Tom, Dick and Harry living in Ghana and even elsewhere will benefit. Nti enya botrema no ye ma nya botrema no sebe appointment oye no NPP for we are over 5 million nipa 5.7 to abama papa no enyo bia no benya appointment so but appointees no
ye re isi buati enya ne de ambassador to South Africa ntineno no na me don kwa former municipal chief executive akache akuapem north na eno ho nsamo ebe papa yasemo akautum sasemo epa de na manim nukoreni enye news pa de ananka nsamo ese kachire no nye ye radio de apaleado wo se galamsey na ye ma omutiri wisin de we kura de ye chadodo ene yera mawu nsem a wokeka ne message aka na ne data for he dey vigilante fuyi hwan fuyi a wo mo ani abri wo mo hwan ni ade wo mo en komungum no mo ko stop wo mo nada galamsey fuyi ni ene data force kura wo to office a wo mtumi kukuru no ma si hene by force ene wo ka mu santan na de galamsey smarting we no wo mtumi nya wo mo kwai mo koyo no wo mtu galamsey fu ase ni nada
Kania Banam Senior, no gentleman man for one more capim no to Munyam George Pariado, added to NPP and NDC. One muku a hold a woman, a binumia vigilante, Delta Force, Panda Group, and no more come on say. Sabria Galamsey for saying and Sassia in Yabre, Sebecotiano. You be here one more, no Makako to Galamsey for Noasi. Osaka Cabinsem, any near my Fekunu be ye, a woman moi, a door how be brave, ebre additional. Ebe hia se de be ko galamsey for so na numum e na wono tumi ya e be bo wonom abaso
yes start yen to compost ni ma yen fa ye planting na omo ase militants ni omu na de won 2 years adwuma no yen form constitute tax force a be ye national tax force on illegal mining yen person je ni ba ko a oye papa oye very disciplined you see omo wo sika why ye can buy them all. Not your institute. If you are paying them well, if the young man knows all quite man, we not the best fear. Say energy, no, we can channel it positively. But for 3 weeks now, minister and their money there. If it is wrong, you don't give 3 weeks. This is let me call that agreement. I propose you. If we're able to do this, it will go a long way to help us.
And which you know, can a bantima Mashebejuni or Munyam for Henry Kufu and Suchilmua. Sagalam saying some more ecosono a yadiam penny for pa and a tie tree. NTC and 9 year ever galamsey and a more 2 1. A bay DC between to us.
NDC are buying to an ammonia, your bay, and your best one, no, the soldier send me a cojin California money at the other, and could see a gap. Every say, not to me, dear tree, why I know for any kind. You are politicians here. One word to me, no more bemwa, or mutech the room this argument. A sika 4 party of a part, or say. Minister Bemu say, Sagro, I okono.
Well, was she in ma?
And then a macon. What you say? Enti dear, a woman say, ye no money and shame. Minister, so a minister dada. Or ya bemu ni dada. Or ya bemu ni fufro. And now don't go for the pension minister and now appointee.
I'm a party chairman.
And or you are one or your kaba. A drew say, it didn't want a bar. You know, move. Sir, I crockery.
I dance it.
Eh, baby, you come on here. It didn't cry, be a paper near the idea. Shall go back. Yeah, besides a briefcase, then a woman. Nipper dim document here, good more. Eh, Ghana, Korea. You bet me to train the year. Galamsey no ne tu ase ye de angasa be de papa vantine ye pe kwan foforo bi so de asiesie nkomo ya ye mpe na ye de be sem de ja ye de si